Here we go. Week 15 gambling show. Hardline Sports Talk. Michael Merlo, John Michael Masiri. The standings are up on the board here.
Yeah.
All right, so
take a nice look.
Let's we
long
just get
look.
right into it. Not even gonna ask how you're doing. We'll get right into it. I spilled water all over my shirt.
Look at you. Look at you.
Looking good here.
Well, listen. Yes,
Standings are
I
on
have
the board
been
here.
on a hot streak lately, 6-0 in my last 6 picks. However, I don't want you to get overlooked. Your 3 stars have been rolling lately. I mean, what are you,
They're
6-2 in your last 8 3-stars? Or something like that?
And they're easy. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
all
easy
right,
wins.
okay.
They're
All
just
right,
it's not even close.
Got to work on the record though a little.
I mean, listen, you sell those picks. By the way, my record obviously on the stars isn't going to show the fantastic week I had.
Personally,
Yeah, I hit the Jets. I hit the Bengals. I hit
Nice.
the Browns. I had the Raiders alternate spread 3.5.
That killed me. I had the money line parlay, Bengals, Bucks, Raiders.
Oh.
That Raiders game, oh boy.
I had the Bucks. I had the Bills. And I took the Eagles. And listen, that's what I get for taking a fraud-ass team like the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football. That's what I get. So it is what it is. We're going to get right into it. I will start. You mind if I start?
Go right ahead, Mike.
My 1-star pick, it's going to seem kind of disgusting. Nobody's going to want to take them. I don't care. I take the Cardinals plus 12.5. I mean, it's down from 13.5 now. So the line's moving in our favor. Well, not in our favor, but in a good way where the sharps are coming on that line. It's disrespectful. I mean, to go to another team's house and be 12.5-point favorites, man, I don't think. Is Kyler Murray hurt?
Yeah.
Is Kyler Murray hurt?
He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
So I got Kyler Murray. I got a competent quarterback.
He's good.
I got a team coming off a bye against a division opponent. Even as good as the 49ers are, I will take the 12.5 here with the Cardinals.
Yeah. Respectable. Big number. Did you take the other side of that in the beginning of the year with the Niners, Cardinals,
did.
and Levi's? I believe you took the Niners minus 14 or something.
I
correct?
was desperate for a 3-star when I didn't win a single 3-star.
Right.
And that's what got me on my little run here, I think. Well, not really on my run, but, it got me out of the bleeper.
Look at you, Mike.
So I did take the,
Good work.
That was the week after they beat the
Why
Cowboys.
Why are you hitting me with your phone?
That was the week after the Cardinals beat the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. My 1-star, I'm going to roll with the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 3.5 at home on Sunday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, like I always say when I take these underdogs that are in these close, lines, anywhere from 5 to 3 to 2, whatever it is, sprinkle a little money line. Don't go crazy. It's a 1-star. I'm not saying they're going to win outright. It's only a 1-star.
That's not responsible.
If it was a 3-star, I would say, hammer the money line. But sprinkle the money line, all right? I like the Jags in this spot. I think the Ravens have been playing some good football. I think they're due for a game like this to drop, especially on the road. It's a primetime game. The Jags, they've had some adversity the past couple weeks. I think they're going to bounce back this week, have a good game. And, Lawrence looked pretty good last week. He honestly looked better than I thought he was going to look. I thought it was crazy to play him in the first place, but he actually ended up impressing me. And I like the Jags in this spot to cover the 3.5 at home.
Very nice. The Jacksonville. I like that pick. That was almost my 2-star.
Thank you, Michael.
My 2-star is also going to make people throw up.
Okay.
All right, like really throw up.
Okay.
Like nobody's going to be riding these picks with me. That's fine.
Right.
I want to be on my island alone.
All right, okay.
And there's another game I like, but there's an injury that we don't know about yet. We don't know if C.J. Stroud's playing yet. So if he plays, I think the number will come down a little bit, and I'll be on the Titans. But here in this spot, I like, for the 2-star, the New England Patriots.
Wow.
Plus 8.5.
I will not be riding that with you either, but
you gotta take chances here, right? It's gambling. You gotta take chances. The Patriot defense really is not the problem, right? They've played very well over the last month and a half here. I mean, ever since the Germany game, we let up 10 points. How many weeks in a row they go letting up 10 points or less and losing games? It went 3 straight weeks. That was the first time in modern history, NFL history, that happened. So the defense is legit. They get the win last week in Pittsburgh. I think, against a struggling Kansas City offense, and the back door's open with the 8.5. You could be losing by 2 touchdowns, which it probably will be. Come in, little Bailey Zappi touchdown.
Yeah.
Zappi looked good.
let's go.
Give me the New England Patriots getting 8.5 at home.
Bill Belichick legacy game. Maybe he
got the rumors about Belichick leaving. Come on, I love it. I love it.
All right, 2-star. Now we're gonna head over to the nice little Saturday slate here. I like these Saturday games actually. Monday night doubleheader. Get rid of that. By the way, never do that again.
You don't like it?
Split screen sucks. Hate it all. All right, the 2-star. I'm gonna go to the AFC South. And I'm actually switching up my pre-show picks here of the 2 and the 3-star. I just flipped them on the fly here.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts -1.5 home against the Steelers. And let me tell you why. Last week, I picked the Bengals against the Colts. The Colts were on a 4-game win streak. I didn't expect them to keep that momentum rolling. And they didn't. Now they're going back home after a loss in a spot where these two teams need a win. They need a win to stay in the playoff hunt. They need a win to get into that wild card. Division might still be on the table in the AFC South for the Colts. I like them here at home. That Steelers defense is not what it used to be and what we're used to seeing from Mike Tomlin. I think they've shown some real weaknesses as of late. I have zero faith in Kenny Pickett whatsoever. I do have faith in Shane Steichen and in this Colts offense. They've looked good. Michael Pittman's having a really good year. I just like this Colts team overall. I think they deserve to be a playoff team. They've been a really nice surprise story. I like them here in this spot, and it's a 1.5 point spread. I like them to win the game outright, obviously. If it was a 2.5 and a 3 or a 3.5, I'd be a little more shaky on it. I like the number at 1.5, and I'm taking the Colts.
A little message tone there. Okay. My 3-star, as documented before, it's on a real hot streak, and when they hit, they hit. They're not close. And I feel really good about this one. This is one of those games where, just the 3-star, like sometimes, but a couple times, not really like as confident, but it's like my favorite game. Mm-hmm. This is a 2-touchdown victory for this team.
Wow. The
Buffalo Bills are going to dominate the Dallas Cowboys in Buffalo. I think it's a 425 start. At least 2 touchdowns. You can alternate the spread to 6.5 if you want. I'm dead serious. That's how good I feel about this game. Okay, I think it's a 425er on CBS. No, it's on Fox. Excuse me. So we'll have Greg Olsen. We'll have Kevin Burkhardt. And by the way, the Greg Olsen tight end touchdowns. All right, I'll be taking Dalton Kincaid and Jake Ferguson parlayed in that game. You can take it with me. But I really love Buffalo in this spot. Again, it's like last week, and they should have been. They really should have been one of my stars last week. Buffalo, they're desperate. They're really desperate, and they're going to want to prove against another really good team at home they can beat them, and they're going to beat up on this Dallas team. Yeah. Josh Allen's going to crush them. Dallas off the big win, they're feeling high. People are saying, "Oh, look at that, Maybe you guys aren't frauds." No, frauds.
Okay,
Dallas frauds.
Okay, take it easy.
Woo!
I mean. I respect the pick. I see where you're coming from. Buffalo, they're desperate, and sometimes when teams are desperate with a quarterback like that, they can be real dangerous. And they've played great against good teams. They played very well against the Eagles. You could argue they should have won that game, and they beat Kansas City last week. So, I respect it, Mike. You're gonna have a lot of upset Cowboys fans.
-1.5. Yeah. -1.5 the spread. You could take a 6.5 if you want.
All right. Well, we're both gonna have favorites as our 3-stars. And this week, my 3-star, I am considering right now possibly renaming my firstborn child Jake Browning.
That's okay. That's crazy.
It is certainly a thought I have. He is a national treasure.
Nope.
He threw 91 touchdowns his senior year of high school. Not enough people know that.
How many?
91.
Are you serious?
91 touchdowns. He's the all-time leader, I believe, of touchdown throws in a single year, at least in high school, in a certain state, or wherever. He threw 91 touchdowns. And he's going to throw 91 touchdowns against the Minnesota Vikings at home. Give me the Bengals, -2.5. Guys, 10-4 on the 3-star this year. Doing great. Hit 2 in a row. We're hoping for another 3-0 week this week. Hoping to keep the hot streak going. I am going to be in the middle of a packed SantaCon bar while watching this game and celebrating my winnings with a nice cold lager in my hand, thanks to my glorious king, Jake Browning. And I'll tell you why also.
That's crazy.
The Bengals, another team, like I discussed about the Colts, they need to win this game. They need to keep their playoff hopes alive. Jake Browning has looked very good. They beat the Colts last week in an impressive win, a game where I took that game on my board as my 2-star. They won by 3 possessions. They beat the Jaguars on the road in a game where they were supposed to be, they might have been double-digit underdogs. They were 9.5, 8.5 underdogs in that game. I love this spot. Nick Mullins is playing for the Vikings. Their Cinderella season has gone downhill. The Pastronaut, Josh Dobbs, he's on the bench now.
The Pastronaut.
It's a field goal. It's at home. They're basically telling you at a neutral site, this is even. This is giving Minnesota half a point, whatever you want to say. I love, love, love this. I'm alternating to the Bengals to maybe 5.5, 6.5 in this game. Like them to win by a touchdown or more. -2.5. Lock it in.
There you go.
3-star lock.
Jake Browning's looked very, very good. You gotta tip your cap to Jake Browning. He's been really great. And hopefully he can give you another win there. Yeah, look at that.
My glorious Bengals.
Yeah, he's back on the Bengal train.
He's
back on the Bengal train. All right, that's going to do it. Week 15 gambling show in the books. Bet responsibly, enjoy the weekend, and enjoy all of the football.